Hi, this is Eddie Hearn, and you're watching Lights Out.
This is FAISAL Khan for Lights Out, and with me, delighted to be joined by Mr. Rylan Charlton. Good afternoon, Rylan. How's it going?
Very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. It's been a few weeks since the Florian Marku fight. A very, very good fight it was indeed. On a very good show on the undercard of David Avanesian versus Josh Kelly. It's been a few weeks now since after the fight. Rylan, firstly, just want to start off the interview by asking how you're holding up.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, a few black eyes and bruising and stuff, but yeah, we're all good now. It's one of them things, isn't it?
A real good performance by yourself.
Thank you.
You gave a good account of yourself. It was a very good fight indeed. Definitely a lot of people were really fascinated by how the fight went. Just looking back on the fight, what's your honest assumption and your honest assessment of the fight?
Well, I feel like Florian done very well. He did box out of his skin. He's never boxed like that before out of all of his fights, because I watched a few of his fights before I boxed him just to study him a little bit. And he never really boxes on the back foot, but he did. So yeah, he done very well. I could have done some different things. Maybe I could have changed it up and let him try to come to me, maybe. But that's all learning at the end of the day. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it. Just makes me realise that I'm not a welterweight. I knew I wasn't a welterweight to start with. So yeah, I've realised that the welterweights are a bit big for me. So light welterweight, I'm gonna continue at that from now on.
Interesting development. Be good to see you go down into that light welterweight division. There's some good fights out there for yourself, and there's some good fights domestically, perhaps, to set up. You mentioned obviously Florian Marku boxed very well. Were you at all surprised with how he performed on the night?
I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I was surprised a little bit because he said he was going to come at me and he's really going to try and bring the fight to me, kind of thing. But he didn't really come at me at all. I was coming at him for the whole time, really. But no, he done well. Simple as that. He boxed well.
What can you tell us about what's next for Rylan Charlton? Obviously, that fight's now out of the way. I'm pretty sure you want to get out there as soon as possible. You're working closely with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. Is there anything in the pipeline that we can look forward to?
Hopefully, summertime we'll be back out. Eddie Hearn contacted me after that fight and said, "Well done, great fight, but we'll go again summertime at 140 pounds, which is light welterweight." So yeah, I'm happy with that, and I'm happy the fact I'm going to have Matchroom backing me this time out my own weight. So should be summertime. I'll be back. With my comeback fight.
It's brilliant news. As we obviously mentioned, it was on the undercard of Josh Kelly, David Avanesian. You're now looking to go back to super lightweight. Can we 100% confirm that you're done at welterweight for the time being, and that there is no chance of perhaps a fight with the likes of Conor Benns, the Josh Kellys, these type of fighters?
No, I'm 100% out of the welterweight division. I drew throughout my camp for Marku. I was sparring welterweight, and the guys are big. Like some of them were 6 foot, and I'm 5'7" kind of thing at a push. But yeah, they're all a lot bigger than me, and I feel like I've never ever weighed it. Like I tried to get myself up to like 11 stone 2 throughout the camp, to then cut down to the 10 stone 7, the limit for the welterweight, and I couldn't even get up to that weight kind of thing, and that's not good. I walk around at about 10 stone 6, 10 stone 7 kind of thing, with being not fit kind of thing. So yeah, the day of the fight, I weighed in at 10 stone 3. So it's just, I'm 100% a super lightweight and won't be going back to welterweight.
When we look at the names in that super lightweight division, British domestic wise, because obviously that's where you'll probably feel that's where you are right now, still in sort of the domestic level. You've obviously got Josh Taylor, who's one win away from becoming an undisputed champion. There's fighters like Jack Catterall, Terry Flanagan, O'Hara Davis, Rickson, Tyrone McKenna, Keenan Brown. We can carry on talking about the name. What's the overall plan for you now going into that super lightweight division? And due to the fact that over your last two performances, you won over quite a few people of how well you performed, am I right in saying that you will be looking towards those names next?
Possibly, yeah. I don't really do the calling out side of things. Whoever Eddie Hearn and the Matchroom team want to put me in with, I'll go up against them. My super lightweight, I'll go up against anyone. So yeah, if it's some of them names, it's them names. I'm happy with that kind of thing. I just want to. All I want to do is fight at my own weight. That's all I want to do, and really show what I can do with my power at that weight.
When you sort of burst onto that scene with the win against Joe Laws, people were more or less saying, "Oh, Rylan Charlton, a new name, a new face to look forward to in British boxing." And now you've sort of built that profile to yourself. As I said, a very good win against Joe Laws, a very good performance against Florian Marku. The ambition for yourself must be really high. What is it that now you want to achieve moving on into the next phase of your career, that which is obviously, of course, down that super lightweight division?
It was the same as always. I want to just start collecting some belts at some point, and just go from there. Like, it'd be great to get the old British title, and then just go as far as I possibly can in this sport and learn as much as I can.
Excellent. Well, we're definitely looking forward to watching the next path of your career. Let's obviously move away from yourself a little bit. Let's talk a bit about, some news that broke to us yesterday. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua both signing contracts for a 2-fight deal. No dates, no venues have been confirmed, but what was your initial feeling when you received that news yesterday?
Oh, it's exciting news, isn't it? I mean, it's been a long time coming, that fight. So I'm glad they finally got it done. But I hope it's going to be in England, just because two English fighters, they want to it'd be good to have crowds as well. So I don't know when it's going to be, because it's good to be able to fill out stadiums, but I can't imagine it happening anytime soon. But yeah, it's an exciting fight, exciting matchup. Don't really know. It could be anyone out of that. I kind of think I'm swaying towards Fury, but Joshua is still a great boxer. So especially at that weight, one little punch can change it all. So yeah, it's exciting.
A lot of people, still believe that the fight is not going to happen. There's some people out there that believe that it's just to keep the fans excited and, to sort of keep the hype of the fight going. But receiving that news yesterday, and from obviously what you must have seen on social media, are you now 100% convinced that that fight is happening?
I'm not, because you never know in boxing. It's very unpredictable. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't happen, let's put it that way. But I feel like they've kind of got to make it happen, because you got two heavyweight that are at the top there. They've got to fight. I don't see why they wouldn't. So yeah, I believe it probably will happen, but nothing surprises me in this sport.
Just want to move back onto something that you said, that you want to see the fight in the UK. The likelihood is, because of obviously the pandemic, it's very unlikely that fight, the first fight especially, will take place in the UK now. Mm-hmm. Lots of rumors that it could be going into Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, China. Obviously, the likelihood is that they're going to follow where the money is. Where do you think this first fight gets held in?
I'm not really sure. I really ain't got a clue. But yeah, wherever the people pay the most money, I suppose. Like I said, it would be good to have it in England, but I can't see that happening at the moment. I'm not really sure. I couldn't really say, but just whoever pays the most is going to go there, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, 100%. Rylan, before we bring the interview to an end, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Can I just give my sponsors a quick shout out, if that's all right?
Floor's all yours, mate.
Sweet. Can I shout out? I want to shout out Assembled Scaffolding, Fire Snuff, We Solve All, Harmony Consultant Group, Minton Care Homes, and T Griffiths Holding. Thank you very much for supporting me through these hard times with the pandemic. It's been a massive help.
Definitely hard times. Definitely, I 100% agree. Yeah. Well, right, Rylan, listen. As you're finally getting to speak to you, man.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself. Look after yourself at these tough times, and fingers crossed. We look forward to hearing some news from you, and we look forward to speaking to you again at some point.
Lovely. Yeah. Thank you very much. Nice to speak to you.
Rylan Charlton, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for talking to Lights Out.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.